Welcome to my garage, everyone. This episode we're going to look at a few finds that I picked up at some yard sales and estate sales. Not very many this time. However, I think what I did pick up is going to be useful around here. One in particular that I am going to like is a little Craftsman battery-powered 5.5-inch circular saw. So it's going to need a little bit of love, so let's get right into it. Here we go. Here's a few items I picked up over the weekend. This is a nice tripod here. It was $2. Everything works great. It was missing a knob here, and I just happened to have one that I kind of made it fit in there. So it's complete and working now. Picked up this Craftsman battery-powered 5.5-inch saw for $5. The guy was asking 10, and he took 5. And here's something I really like. Let me move the saw. I'll use my new tripod to show you this awesome little table I picked up. It was free. Little metal table. Somebody put it out for the trash. These are, I'm not sure what you call these. Wings, leaves, I don't know. Anyway, there's one on each side. It's in great shape. See that pedal down there? That's a brake for the casters. I haven't noticed this little, whoops, sorry about that. Let's see what this says. Tiffany stand. I haven't noticed this before. Anyway, it's just the right size for my garage. And if the leaves or wings or whatever you call them fold down, it's on rollers. A lot of times I need something to put stuff while I'm working on the workbench. This is small enough to keep right over there, and I think it'll be real handy, and the price was certainly right. I picked up this rusty, terrible looking little caliper at an estate sale. I felt sorry for the poor thing. It's rusted shut. I don't know if it can be saved or not, but why don't we find out? It's I think it deserves a better fate than this. So let's see what we can do. Well, let's see if this will come out. At least this part moves. That's good. All right. How does this work? Like that. Okay. Hope I can get it back together if I ever get it apart. We might have to leave this part in because I don't want to break that spring. Let's see if it'll wiggle loose. Is it even supposed to come out? I don't know. Probably. There, good. Okay, let's hit it with the wire wheel and then into the bath it will go. Well, it's not looking too good. Not looking good. We'll put it in some Vaporust and see how it does. Here's the pieces of the caliper. Rusty. It was pretty rough. I soaked it for a day or so in a Vaporust. Got most of the heavy rust off. There's some pitting there. It's never going to look like new. My hope is, and what I plan to do with this, is just make it usable. I have some very accurate dial calipers and digital calipers, but I really don't need those when I'm like making something on the lathe, and I just need to transfer a measurement for, and inside to an outside measurement or something like that. For that kind of stuff, this is perfectly acceptable. So I cleaned it as best I could with steel wool, used the bristle discs, and just tried a little bit of flitz. These are just never going to polish up because there's too much pitting, and I didn't want to sand it down anymore because, like I say, this is going to be a user, and that's it. So I think what I'm going to do now is put a little coat of cleaner wax on it, put it back together, and it will be a user. It will be my go-to for measurements that don't have to be real precise. This little caliper is no longer rusty. It was rusted shut when I got it. Is it pretty? No, it is not pretty. But it does work. And this is going to be a user. I don't really care how pretty it is. I did find on the back here, it says West Germany. It's the only marking I could find on there other than the graduations here. Anyway, it works. I found a little nut that fits on the end of that thing, and it's I'm not going to put it with my precision instruments. This will just go in the box with the in the drawer with the rulers and tape measures and things like that, because this sometimes I don't need anything real accurate. I just need to transfer a measurement or something. So this will be ideal for that. So anyway, I'm glad I saved the little thing. I gave $1.50 for it, which was too much probably, but it was rusted shut, and I feel sorry for things that that have been abused and neglected. So now it's got new life as a user. I bought this Craftsman 5.5 inch battery powered circular saw at a yard sale, and I'm not really sure why, but it came home with me. The guy had $10 on it, and I wound up giving him $5 for it. I have really all the circular saws that I need, but I don't have a battery powered one, and I don't have a 5.5 inch. So I probably could have bought a new one for by the time I get through buying batteries and blades and stuff, but hey, what's the fun in that? So I think it's there, all there. There's one thing missing. There's probably some kind of a knob or something that locks the table up and down. I found some nuts that fit. It's a metric M6-1, I believe. So I'm going to try to make a knob for that. But anyway, thought it might make a. It's really pretty clean, but I'm going to get a battery and a blade, and we'll see if this thing works. I hope it does. I think I could use it. Alright, I took a leap of faith and assumed this thing would work. And I bought a couple of batteries and a charger that came in a set. So, let's see if it works. Oh yeah. Looks like the laser guide works. So far so good. Making a knob for the one of the locking the part of the little saw that locks the table down, or whatever you call it. What I've done is I got this little brass pipe cap, drilled a hole in it, put a I think it's an M6, I think. Anyway, there's a nut that fits that thread. I put it in there with JB Weld. Yeah, I'll be back. Another junk call, of course. Anyway, this is going to fit on the knob and screw into the locking bolt. At least that's the idea. So this looks, I think this will fit the little cap here. And now to make this look sort of like a knob is the idea. I have no plan whatsoever for this. I guess I'm just going to kind of freehand it. So, here goes nothing. I think this wood is some kind of oak. Don't know where I got this. It's not very fine-grained wood, but it'll do. It'll serve its purpose, I think. Now I got to drill a little hole in here. So let me ponder how to do that. I think that'll do. It'll do, I suppose. Some wood filler and a coat of paint will help. Alright, here's the knob after a little bit of work. Use the fine conditioning belt on the ferrule here. Sanded the knob a little bit. I haven't decided whether I'm going to blue this or what. I'm going to paint the knob, I think black. I don't think a natural finish would be appropriate in this case. But anyway, that's where we are now. I've got to get this a little smoother. I probably may use a little bit of wood filler, not sure yet, and haven't decided whether to polish this or glue it or what. And then of course this will be epoxied together. So there you can see the nut that's held in there with JB Weld. So that's where we are right now. Alright, I'm going to give this saw a little cleanup. Pretty clean already, but I'm just going to give it the once over. Get the dust off of it. I really don't think this thing has been used very much at all. I've been working on the knob for the locking, depth gauge locking, and I put a coat of gloss black paint on it, but it's very, very moist here today. We've had some badly needed rain, and it rained for a while today, and the humidity is quite high, so it's probably going to take quite a while for that paint to dry. Last time I checked, it was not even close to being dry, so I thought I'd go ahead and do this part of it. Clean it up a little bit. Like I said, it doesn't need much, so that's what I'm doing now. Now we'll give it a little shot of lemon pledge, because we definitely want our circular sauce to smell good. Kind of gives them a little bit of a polish and protection. Makes some of the scratches go away. So voila, a good smelling circular saw. Here is the finished knob, locking knob for the depth adjustment on the saw. Gave it a coat of gloss black and a clear coat. I tried to blue this, but that ended in disaster, so I took the bluing off and just gonna leave it like that. So it works just fine. So now I can set the depth and tighten it up. And it works fine. So now, look at the batteries. I bought this off Amazon. You get 2 batteries and a charger. I forgot how much I paid for it, but I'll leave a link. Two complete batteries and the charger. And these batteries should fit any number of tools. So I'll be on the lookout for good deals on tools that these batteries might fit. So it goes just like that, and I bought the cheapest blade I could find at Harbor Freight. So I think I was saying I bought the cheapest blade I could at Harbor Freight. So let's give it a test drive. Man, that thing works great. Slices through there like butter. I'm impressed. I'm glad I did this. Well, I think that little circular saw is going to be quite useful around here. It's a real handy size and going to be just right for the smaller type of projects that I do around here. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now.